How are we doing, Pakistan? Let's get a little louder than that.
How you doing, Pakistan? Give it up for Will, yeah?
All right, I want to start with my favorite thing to do, which is Pakistan! 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 I love you guys. Pakistan is my favorite country to visit, 100%. So I brought my friend Dan up here, because I suck at public speaking, so we're going to tag team this one.
I want to just start by saying Will's my main guy. Will's my hero. Everything that I'm doing marketing-wise, Will and Dennis Yu. Let's give it up for Will and Dennis Yu here, please. Huge round of applause for Will and Dennis Yu. Oh, come on, bring it. Bring it. They're brilliant. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without Will. So, Will, talk about what you're doing here in terms of the work. Tell us about the work that you do, first of all, and then we'll contextualize it for our audience.
Yeah, so I do digital marketing for local service businesses, like plumbing, pest control companies, any local service trade business, and people like Dan Ulan who are highly successful entrepreneurs. Pretty much every aspect of digital marketing, I do that. So.
Great, and you've been doing this for a while now, and you're very successful. And not to bring the number up, but what do you bring in per month right now?
$17,000 a month. But
it's pretty good amount. Pretty good. How many of you would like to be making a couple $1,000s a month, U.S.? Oh, come on. How many of you would like to be making a couple of $1,000s a month? More than that. Let's hear you say more than that. More than that. Will can help you do that. Will, how can you help the lovely people in this audience make more than that?
I guess I have a question for you guys, and I want you guys to yell this out. What do you think is the difference between someone making American wages and someone making Pakistan wages right now? Why do you think that you guys are getting paid less currently? Someone yell it out. Do you think it's because you're not as good as the things that I'm doing for my clients in the US? What do you think is the gap between someone making Pakistani wages and someone making United States wages? Mindset's definitely one of them, yeah. I think active listening, being able to communicate with American clients, I think being reliable. Believe? That could be one of them. Why do you think that?
One believe that we should have to move to US if one should making dollars. So right at the moment we have to talk about the beliefs. If somebody can watch a Netflix right over here, so that person can straight away create income while sitting over here. We don't go to US, Europe, or anywhere else for making currency of that specific region. We can make dollars, pound, euros while sitting in Pakistan. And I believe that's a straight away belief issue, mindset issue, and we have to talk on that. Thank you.
I completely agree with that. So I think it's mindset. I think one of the main things is just being able to communicate effectively with American clients. Someone like here, Dan Ulan, is looking for a virtual assistant to do work for him. What do you think the things he's going to look for are? It's going to be active listening, reliability. If you're not making it to meetings on time that are scheduled, you're not going to keep that job. And I think there's a different culture here, and once that barrier is broken, you guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with. You're very intelligent people. There's no difference between you and people living in the United States except for the access and the opportunities that we have for businesses. So I think the main thing that people in Pakistan need to focus on is things like the things that Yaya's doing, which is essentially just doing things for experience and learning new things and communicating with American clients. I think that's what's going to separate you guys from and kind of bridge the gap between wages.
Yeah, good point, Will. And I was over doing an AI and ed tech roundtable earlier, and one of the things that came up, and I want to hear your opinion on this, is that here in Pakistan, very often people are afraid of making mistakes. Is that true? Okay, you're afraid of making mistakes. Would you also agree that mistakes are learning opportunities? Let me hear it. Are mistakes learning opportunities? Okay, so to Will, to your point, in having somebody become an effective virtual assistant, or partners, virtual assistants, ultimately evolve into partners, is active listening, is leaning into this gentleman talked about, right? One of the things that you talked about, and thank you, sir, for weighing in. Learning to ask, how can I do that better? Maybe that wasn't to your standard. How can I learn to lean in and do a better job or a more effective job? Or speaking as a Pakistani person, I have an idea. How can we implement that? So there's a more active feedback loop. What's your view on that?
I completely agree. There's nothing else to say. You just said it all.
Oh, well, that was weird that I just did that. How many of you would agree that you've got great ideas? How many of you think you've got great ideas for when you're interacting with a client, and very often you hold back on those ideas? That was like, yeah. Again, that one guy. There's one guy who's been in every audience going, yeah. How many of you agree that you have great ideas that you don't express? Yes, I do. Tell me, I do. I want to hear I do. Louder. Louder, louder. I have great ideas. Louder. Okay, great. Will, all these people who have great ideas, how can they express them to you and to other people who are hiring like you in ways that they can monetize?
I would say with a great idea, that's fantastic. I think that's the first step. But the next step is being able to execute and actually do something effectively that is of value for a business in the United States. So a great idea is great, but it's just an idea. You need to find a way to use your skills and implement it I don't care if it's United States clients, I don't care if it's clients here. If you're looking for more clients or more work from people in the United States, you need to be able to implement it for free so that you can show them with absolutely no risk to them what you're capable of doing. And then most of the time, if you're good, they'll hire you. I'd say 99% of the time. So that's how you do it.
Yep.
That's exactly how I did it too.
That was great. Give it up for Will. That was a great idea, right? How many, and Will, here's what I'm hearing you say, and please correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm hearing you say is that there's no monopoly on creativity, right? Just because you're the client doesn't mean that our brilliant VAs out here, or our engineers, or our graphic designers can't also be giving wonderfully creative ideas, right? There's a partnership and a feedback loop process in this. Would you agree?
100%.
And you wonderful people out there, would you agree? Okay. So we've all heard ABC, right? But ABC aren't just letters of the alphabet. How about always be creative? Let me hear it. Always be creative. Always be curious. Let me hear you stand up. Please stand up. Would you be kind enough to stand up, everybody? Please. Thank you. I am creative. I am curious. I am powerful. Will is powerful. Here, Will Troup. When I go like this, I want you to say, Will Troup. Let's practice one round. Will Troup. Okay, now with all your might. Will Troup. One more time. Will Troup, and jump up and down while you say it. Will Troup. Jump up and down, ladies and gentlemen. Will Troup. I am powerful. You may sit down. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Will, this energy that this audience is displaying, how can they harness that and make even more than $2,000 a month?
I mean, just doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, there's literally no difference between me and you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Everyone that I've met here are some of the friendliest, most hardworking people that I've ever met. You're all great people, and you have the work ethic, and you have the intelligence for it. You just need to break past that barrier. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as we wrap up, you've got 3 brilliant pieces of advice to deliver. We didn't practice that. What are those 3 brilliant pieces of advice? If you had to give 3 pieces, I'm holding up 4 fingers. If you had to give 3 pieces of advice to our wonderful audience here, what would those be?
Number 1, find something you're good at. Number 2, practice it. Number 3, do it for free for a client that you're looking to do work for. I'm assuming most of you want to work in the US. Do it for free, and then get hired, and then make a lot of money.
That sound great? I'm going to add on one thing to what Will, do I have permission to add on one thing?
Of course.
When Will says find something that you're good at, very often something that you're good at should be something that you love. How many of you have something that you love? Just love to do? Oh, come on. I know you all have something that you love to do. I want to see all your hands go up. All your hands go up. This gentleman who's wearing the yellow vest, I think it's a vest or a scarf, in the 4th row. What is it you love to do? I heard you say make toast. Is that what it was? What was it? Services. Wonderful, wonderful. Somebody else. Okay, sir, in the 2nd row.
SEO. I love to do SEO.
You love to do SEO. You love it. Okay, somebody else. Let's hear from a lady in the audience.
Running ads. Running ads.
Running ads. Okay, so very often the stuff that you love to do is the thing that's going to sell you, right? Because it comes from your heart. How many of you agree? If it comes from your heart, it's going to really project out. Agree? Will, does that track with the work that you do? Okay, great. So
I provide social media marketing.
I hear a voice coming from somewhere. Is that the voice of God, Allah? Who's speaking?
I am here.
Oh, okay. Whoever's speaking, that's awesome. Whoever's speaking, that's awesome.
I am here.
This went from awesome to ultra awesome. Just voices coming from everywhere. Or maybe they're just in my head. I don't know. Oh, over here. Hi.
I am here.
All right, so you're just not a mysterious voice. All right, you're equally awesome. Sir, what did you have to say?
I provide social media services like ad running, overall account creation, and client finding.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. Now, well, let's give this man a hand. Now, with the idea that to become really special at anything, you want to chunk that down and do that better or in a different way than anybody else. If I asked you, you provide social media services, what would make you different? What's the real secret sauce? What's your real subspecialty within that?
The main reason is that I selected social media marketing because we can select our target audience and we display our things which we want to show.
Okay. Fantastic. So talk to me.
All right, can I ask one more thing of everyone in this room? So I made a course for people just like you to learn how to serve American clients and make American wages. All that I ask of you is everyone pull out your phone and turn on your flashlight. Everyone do it, please.
And stand up. Can we ask you to stand up one more time? It's great exercise, and we're very grateful for you doing this. The last session of the day, I think, isn't it? And we're doing this not so you honor Will. It's honoring all of you.
All right, everyone get those flashlights out. There's so many people. We need more lights. We need more
All
lights.
of your flashlights. Wow.
This is
a
awesome.
beautiful sight.
All right, so I'm going to take a picture of this, right? And I'm going to post this in Dennis Yu's Facebook group and also Dan Euland's Facebook group.
What's the name of that Facebook group, by the way, Will? We forgot that.
Dan Euland, Young Leader Success Circle, and Digital Marketing with Dennis Yu. So we're going to make a post in those 2 Facebook groups. Anyone that comments, just say you want the free course, and then we'll direct message you the course for absolutely free. We don't come here for your money. We want you guys to get jobs, and we want you guys to get American wages. So everyone here, just comment on that post. I guess I'll turn around and smile. Everyone, do something cool in the background. All right. I'm going to make that post. Give me a comment, and then I'll send you the course for free. Thank you guys so much. I love Pakistan.